I hear you. I validate your feelings. They mastered the language of therapy. But somewhere between the sessions and the sofa, they realized understanding a problem isn't the same as fixing it. This is what happens when insight doesn't lead to action. Maya and David became students of their own dysfunction. They went to therapy, committed and hopeful. They learned the vocabulary, active listening, non-violent communication, attachment styles. They could deconstruct a disagreement with the precision of surgeons. When you said that, I felt a trigger from my childhood neglect. I understand that's your perception, and I hold space for your pain. Their conversations transformed, but not their relationship. They stopped yelling. They started analyzing. They replaced raw anger with clinical detachment. Therapy gave them a map, but they forgot how to walk. The distance between them, once filled with fire, was now filled with perfectly articulated, sterile understanding. They had become polite roommates, fluent in the language of healing, but living in a house that was still cold. I hear you, David would say, and Maya would know he did, intellectually, but she couldn't feel him hearing her. The words had become a shield, not a bridge. They could validate each other's feelings all day long, but they couldn't generate a new one like joy or spontaneity or desire. The crisis came during a session, their last one. The therapist, kind and patient, asked, "So, what will you both do differently this week?" Maya and David looked at each other. A long, hollow silence filled the room. They had a list of grievances, a textbook of patterns, a shared diagnosis, but they had no shared dream, no mutual want. They had lost a motivation to change. The engine of their marriage had stalled, and all their new vocabulary was just decorative polish on a stationary vehicle. Driving home, the silence was different. It wasn't the quiet of reflection. It was the quiet of resignation. "We sound so healthy," Maya finally said, her voice thin, "and I've never felt more lonely." David just nodded, his hands tight on the wheel. Therapy didn't fix them. It had just given them a more sophisticated way to be stuck. The turning point wasn't another breakthrough. It was a breakdown of the script. One night, over another painfully civil dinner, David didn't say, "I sense your frustration." He put his fork down and said, "I'm sad. I'm just really sad." It was clumsy. It was raw. It wasn't textbook. Maya didn't reply with, "I acknowledge your sadness." She started to cry. Me too. In that messy, untherapized moment, something real passed between them. Not an insight, a feeling. They realized they had been using the tools of therapy to avoid the vulnerability of change. Knowing why you're broken is not the same as mustering the courage to be whole together. They stopped trying to fix their marriage. They started trying to feel it again, even when it was uncomfortable. Sometimes they choose a dumb movie over a processing conversation. Sometimes David would reach for her hand without analyzing why. It was imperfect. It was human. They traded the lexicon of healing for the quieter, riskier grammar of beginning again. The lesson here is profound. Therapy doesn't fix a relationship. Only the people in it can. Insight is the map, but commitment is the journey. You can have all the right words and still be speaking a monologue. True healing begins not when you understand each other's pain, but when you choose, daily and deliberately, to build something new from the rubble of that understanding. If Maya and David's journey through the limits of insight resonates with you, perhaps share this story. Sometimes acknowledging the plateau is the first step toward finding a new path. Thanks for watching.